All right, everybody, sit down and shut up. It's time for a special Patreon pour. What up? I'm Beat 'em Down.
And I'm Random Randy Savage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have special guests for today's Nope episode. I fucked them over. I was supposed to do a guest spot on Soul Wizard, and I fucked up. And now I'm like, hey, guys, how would you come on our show? Guys, honestly, these two guys are literally like two of my best friends in podcasting in general. I've known these guys damn near as long as I've been podcasting. They are probably the only show that has been running nonstop, not missing a single motherfucking week. They are the marathon men, 2/3 of the podcast. So is it the movie podcast? What's wrong with me? I'm tired. 2/3 of So Is It podcast. My homeboy, Joey DeCarlo and Marquis Marcellus Reagans. One of the worst intros of all time because I've been up since 4. I'm sorry, everybody.
It's okay.
Hey, guys.
You know, making this tonight for you is maybe it's the bad miracle.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. We're gonna make it happen, though. We're gonna make it happen.
Man, I felt like OJ in the beginning, just looking down. Hey guys, call 45.
Don't flash the lights, though.
I'm here.
Everybody,
public speaking.
all of us felt OJ though.
Seriously,
every single one of us. If that's one shorthand to make you give a fuck about a character, is that put them on the spot, have them be annoyed. Where are my friends who can talk better than me?
What's really fucking bugging me the most is I've had people do that safety meeting shit on presentations, and I'm like, they're like, okay, if there's an active shooter in the building, just go that way. Go that way. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, guys. Go fuck yourselves.
Fucking A.
And I'm like, I'm just sitting back here going, okay, let's learn about some oil.
Now, guys, if you listen to Sober's podcast, which I suggest you do, you know, there is a as far as like the modicum of like type of movies that everyone likes. You know, Joey's a big fan of karate and boobs.
Yes.
Our boy Marquis is our art film critic, and Aubrey just loves Lord of the Rings, and that's it. If you're not Lord of the Rings, you lose.
Aubrey pretty much hates everything.
Everything,
right?
Unless it's Lord of Thine Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings or Tom Hardy. Everything else, get out of here.
Right. I like dumb shit and artsy farts. Randy is a hardcore sci-fi geek, so I feel like you guys are gonna get like a pretty good dynamic of different thought processes for this film. So I'm very curious. But before we even get into this movie, Nope, we're gonna talk about the previous films that Jordan Peele has done and kind of get a barometer where everybody's head is at, you know, basically as far as that's concerned. So let's go. I guess we should do knee pads and slippers. Yeah, like real quick, like rapid fire for the previous movie. So obviously Get Out, I feel like is consensus to knee pads all around the board, right?
Yes.
It's tough for me because I hate black people, so it's a really
surrounded.
tough watch.
You're surrounded, Joey.
It's a tough watch. It's a tough watch, you know. Where are all the white people in this movie?
Dead.
I'm here for representation.
Represent the guy.
They represented the old money in the movie.
That's right. I'll give it 3 third-term Obama votes. There you
Jesus, I hate you so much. All right, so the more controversial one I think will be Us, right?
Get Out is a masterpiece. I think we all agree on that.
Of course.
There's no way around that. Get Out is a masterpiece.
Get Out, yes.
Yeah. So like Us is kind of more on the because like we had the hype of the masterpiece, real talk, the magnum opus. Because like he probably thought it's the only movie he'd be able to get out there. So like we have Us, which is second. I would give that one probably 1 knee pad, honestly, as time passed for me. I don't know how everybody else feels on that.
I would say 1 knee pad for that one too. It's one that I would have to go back and like revisit.
Mm-hmm.
I only saw it that one time in the theater. I bought it on Blu-ray. I just haven't opened it up yet.
Nice.
But it's one of those movies that now that I kind of know what it's about, or now that I think I know what it's about, I have to prepare myself to like really get into it. But yeah, based on the one time I saw it, I said it's 1 knee pad.
Pretty sure I saw it twice and I still didn't get it. And I don't know if I really like that movie at all. Like it was, yeah, I'll still give it 1 knee pad, but it's just like I was on the fence. I'm really on the fence. I like.
Wow.
If I never have to watch it again, I'll be fine.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Okay. I love Us. I am all in on Us. Giving it 2 knee pads. That's good, right, dude?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't we make it 4 knee pads? My tethered is going to come.
Oh, look at
Because you're tethered.
You don't like it. You're going to get 4 sets of hands. You're going to have to catch because my tethered's going to come up and get you too.
Dude, I know my tether can dance his ass off because I'm trash.
That's right. That's right.
He's just, like, oh shit, I can't beat this motherfucker. And he has cardio. I'm done. I'm done.
Think, Mark, somewhere in the underground there is a guy who has to go fucking edit every week.
And he loves it. But he loves it.
Loves it.
He loves
right.
it. Yes, more hours. How many hours? 8? Yeah.
Feel me. Look at all the content.
I wish they screwed up more this week. I just wish they flubbed a little bit more for like more time editing. Not enough. I love Us. I think it's great. It's high concept. It's a huge swing.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's a big ask for
what it is.
I think Get Out was like I always say, I think Get Out is a 4-quadrant pleaser. Probably not for little kids, but it's an easier movie for everybody that can get into. You know, it doesn't have to. It's still in that vein that he does of kind of like a big budget Twilight Zone, but it's kind of the easiest access one, I think, out of all his movies. So
absolutely,
you're getting all that audience that watch Get Out, and they're like, oh, I want to see his next movie. And this one's a lot more. This is a bigger ask from your audience, and we talked about it on our show. I mean, you scratch on this a little bit, and the whole story falls apart.
Yep.
Right.
But it's awesome, and I think it looks fucking fantastic, and it has some great visuals in it. And I love the big, huge fucking swing on it. Like, this is what I'm going to do. I don't give a shit. And I don't care if it doesn't 100% make sense. It looks great. Lupita Nyong'o got robbed of a fucking Oscar nomination.
I agree.
Yep.
I fucking agree.
You know what? I just fucking love the movie. I love it.
I remember why I don't like
all
it.
in on Us.
I remember now.
What's up?
I remember because I figured it out. That's what it was.
Oh.
I figured it out from the trailer before I even saw the movie. And I was like, oh, this is The Simpsons did this. And I was like, oh, no. I was like, I don't want to do this.
That's always a death knell. If Randy ever says The Simpsons did it, we're like, ugh,
because now your story elements are now something I've already seen before, which makes it now boring. And even if the characters are really good, like they are in Us, but I was still like, but I've seen all this, and I'm like, what? And then they're like, so what's the big twist of the Simpsons thing? Well, that the Bart that they had was the evil one, and the Bart that was in the attic was the good one. And I was like, oh, I wonder what the twist is on this movie.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I'm glad Joey said a big swing, because I feel like this might be the biggest swing of the 3.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, this can go either direction. And like, it's either you buy in or you don't buy into the movie. And I feel like that's going to gauge how you like this one. I cannot shit on anybody as far as acting is concerned in this motherfucker. I feel like the acting's been top notch for everything. Shout out to fucking Keke Palmer. My God.
Amazing.
I love her character, Emerald Haywood. I love her fucking character so goddamn much. Was there any other characters, guys, that stuck out to y'all as far as this movie is concerned? Like, was anyone who just really like stuck with you? Because like, this movie felt, as ridiculous as the premise was, I felt like the characters were real as shit.
Yeah, I really liked Steven Yeun's character, Jupe. I thought, they gave him a lot of different aspects to play, and I thought he did a really good job doing that. Because honestly, I just think of him as Glenn from Walking Dead,
right?
And I saw the other art movie that he did like a couple of years ago where he got nominated. I can't think of the name of it, but he was good. That wasn't it.
No,
it's not Free Fire, was it?
No, he was like a dad, and he moved his parents to he moved his kids out to America from Korea, and they're trying to build some kind of something. I know it's one of those dramatic things about family.
It looked boring.
Not like Vin Diesel.
That would have been hilarious.
But I don't really get to see him. Minari, there you go. I don't get to see him do like a lot of extreme stuff. So I thought he was actually really good. Because I thought he was just going to be like, hey, here's Steven Yeun, but he actually delivered. He actually had a lot of stuff to do, and he did a really good job.
Yeah, I was shocked at how much stuff they gave him. What about you, Joey?
OJ, Daniel Kaluuya. Sorry, I always say Daniel Kaluuya. I think back to his 7th grade
Oh crap! Of course it happens.
Drink.
Wait. You got to come back to us. Hang tight.
Freezing up, Joey.
You're freezing up, Joe's. Goddamn
One of the
balloon
best
got him.
actors of our generation. Let's be real. Much with so little.
Wait.
Oh, did I lose you guys?
Yeah.
A little bit.
All right, I'm back.
All right, you're back.
All right,
run that back.
As I was saying, he's a phenomenal actor. He's probably one of the best actors of our generation right now, and he does so much with so little in this movie. He doesn't have a lot of lines. It's mostly all just the way he's acting as a person. And we said this on our show, we all know somebody like that. We all know that guy that's just kind of like that, and he pulls it off 100%. It's fantastic. So that was my man.
Totally agree. What about you, Rando?
Kind of like the cinematographer guy. Even though he did show up at the very end. Like,
no shit, with the deep ass voice. That dude was bananas.
I know I've seen him in other shit though. And I'm trying to remember what I like.
He was in The
I know
Crow.
he usually plays a bad guy in everything.
He was in The Crow?
Yeah, he's the villain in The Crow. Come on, bang, fuck, I'm dead. It's one of my favorite lines.
Holy shit. Dude, he's like the Quint, but like a DP version of him. I would want that guy on my squad. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna get that shot no matter what happens.
No one's gonna go anywhere around me. He's so mean. He's so mean. So angry.
No, that dude, he was fucking amazing. Like, his voice was just the best. I know he was hired strictly because of how he sounded, but all right, let's get into this. That opener.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything? Because I was terrified. Because like, you have a bloody monkey, amazing CGI, by the way. I'm trying to see the fakeness of the monkey. I could barely see it, and there's this fucking shoe in the background, and it's like, I don't know which one to be more worried about, the fucking shoe or this blood splattered monkey, fam. Like, what was going through your minds when the shit was starting up? Because like I will say, as far as like Us goes and this movie goes, like their intros are very fucking captivating, and then all of them somehow makes sense in the end, which I really like. But I just want to get you guys' thoughts on this intro. If you guys were keyed in or already like rolling your eyes, ready to get out of this shit.
No, my mind's already in that mode of there's like, all right, so what would you have happen next? Well, in my mind, this movie is about aliens trying to take over the planet because everyone apparently figured out it was aliens. But they were sending broadcast signal that caused every animal on the planet to go bumfuck. And like that signal was so strong it could hold up small objects. It was and I was like, okay, so maybe the shoe is being held up by something that's causing the chimp to go fucking ape shit, because it makes no sense. Like, did everyone just get beamed up? Did this animal kill an entire studio audience? There's no way that happened, right? There's no way, unless it was a super strong monkey, which happens. I can give it 4 deaths. Yeah, I can give you 4 deaths as a monkey. People are just being stupid. But an audience is weight of at least 100 people.
Surround him.
Surround him.
It's the same crowd from Haddonfield from Halloween Kills. They just stand around and just don't fucking get out the way.
What are we gonna do? No, hit him.
Yeah, that one lady's carrying an iron.
Hit him. I got him. I fell over.
Oh fuck! I'm standing by the guy that died. I guess I'll continue to stand
shit.
Yeah, like what was going through you guys' minds as far as like that whole intro? Because I literally was like, look, I don't know what's happening.
I was taken aback because none of that was in the trailer at all. So there was no indication of anything involving Gordy, as long as you didn't read the spoilers, which I did not, shockingly enough.
Oh wow, good for you.
I did not read the spoilers. You had no idea what that was or what it was coming to. At first, I was like, I really hope that's not fucking blood all over that monkey. Like maybe he got into a cake. Maybe there's some jelly or jam somewhere. Like
sweet baby.
Something funny, wacky is going on.
Oh, sweet summer child.
Right? I'm like, okay, please, let's not have this
Maybe
monkey.
It's just a lot of jello.
I know. I don't know. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, I mean, it becomes pretty obvious that this is something a little different going on. But then they cut away from it, and you don't really get an explanation for a while. So it takes a while for that to kind of tie back in to what actually is going on in the movie. But yeah, it was pretty shocking to start. So
what about you, Mark?
When that I remember that story of the lady getting her face
ripped
shoot
apart,
out. So and I remember in a trailer there was someone that looked up at the cloud that was missing their face. Yeah. And I'm like, I wonder if that's connected. So yeah, when the monkey was like beating the shit out of something, you could really see what it was. And then it just kind of stops and looks directly into the camera. I'm like, I'm dead.
So okay, now quick question: Did anybody look away? Because I did, like a bitch.
Oh, I did. I totally did.
I didn't in the opening scene, but later on in the movie, when he stops, turns towards where Steven Yeun's character is hiding, and then he's like looking, and then he starts moving. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like I can't fucking watch. I got to get up. I got to leave.
What about you,
watch
Rando?
this shit. I don't want to watch Steven Yeun get assaulted by a monkey. I was thinking maybe he had a shirt on in the show. Maybe, you know, like he got ripped up underneath. His face is fine, but he got all fucked up. Like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Brutal.
That's one of the scenes, not to jump ahead, but the scene where we learn what happened. That's one of the scenes in the movie that's just stuck with me for days after watching it. It's disturbing. Scene. It's not, and it's scary, but it's not scary like something jumps out at you.
There it goes.
And you're like, oh, Michael Myers. And I'm like, man, like, that's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like,
yeah, I didn't want to see an Asian kid get.
He hits the girl, goes over, eats her face, goes over, kills the other guy, comes back around, eats her face some more. Like, oh man, it sticks with you, man. That's well done cinema. It's very well shot. It's all well written, but man, that's a tough thing to swallow. It's a type of scene that makes me. Like, I'm gonna buy it on Blu-ray, but it makes me think, like, do I want to watch it again on Blu-ray, or do I want to skip some of the scenes in it, because that's a lot. That's a tough ask on that one.
Did you look away, Randy, or you stared directly in the eye of the hurricane?
No, I looked right into that monkey's eyes because I was like, it's not real. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. And I was like, he's fine. It's a flashback, so when I see Jigsaw in the flashback, I'm not scared of him. Because it's not a thing that can hurt me because he's already dead.
I think that's super interesting though, because like that's kind of the whole premise of like everything. The horse kicking the fuck out of that shit in the beginning because that reflected thing like looks like something looking him in the eye. Nine looking in the eye of the giant cloud floating, whatever the giant fedora, whatever this is, the giant beret, jean jacket, the killer beret,
jellyfish.
But like. Making eye contact is like a huge thing, and like I didn't catch the fact that I didn't make eye contact with this fucking thing out of fear, and like for that to even be like a hair trigger response, I thought was pretty fucking dope. But like, I really was like, I did not expect. Also shout out to Keith David for the easiest check he ever got. Jesus Christ,
good, he deserves it.
Sweet,
man on the holes.
So like, I didn't really catch the whole Bad Miracle thing as far as like the shoe and Keith David getting a fucking nickel in the goddamn eye.
Well, I think if you wanna talk about different people's bad miracles, Steven Yeun's bad miracle is that he survived that incident by pure fucking luck, because he was under the table and he didn't look the monkey in the eye through the tablecloth, and then they killed the fucking monkey before they could get to him.
Yo, that headshot.
He took the whole wrong lesson from it.
I thought it was like because he had a rapport with the monkey. That's what caused him to save his own life. Was that the fact that they were best friends before this, and then.
But regardless, he took the complete wrong lesson for it, and that hubris is what caused him to think he could do it again with this cloud thing, which kills 50 fucking people later on. With his, I did like his jacket though at the presentation. I did like that red jacket, but
no, I mean he had it together. Like that
was literally my big thing. I was like, oh, so you're responsible for this nonsense.
Yeah, like the fact that like change drops out of that fucking thing so fucking hard that it like pierces shit. I was forever baffled because like I did appreciate the fact that I didn't know what the fuck was going on until shit was popping off. But like, was anyone expecting to see what the fuck y'all saw as far as the actual monster's concerned? And like, did it take you out of the movie, or were you terrified by it? I know, right? I was second time. I was like, wait, the whole fuck, here it comes.
as I was saying on our show, I'm watching a movie and, I'm enjoying like the mystery of it. What is it? Is it a spaceship? Is it aliens? And I thought for sure it was going to be aliens when, OJ was like walking through the barn and like the little faces were popping out. I'm like, okay, it's aliens and we're here. We're at this point.
But I was like, this is way too soon. There's no way.
Proper reaction though, still in
like
no,
fire.
First of all right, you know what? I said this on our show, and I'll say it again. I am terrified of being abducted by aliens. Like terrified of it. It's one of my pure fears. That scene was so well shot, and it was horrifying. The light is fucking on. He shuts it off. The light goes on. He goes like, shuts it off. Turns around, and then it was kind of in the distance where you see that. The kid kind of unfurled.
Yeah.
And it was I was like, no. I was fucking Kiki Palmer from the fucking trailer. I was like, no. And I was ready to leave. I'll be honest, I was ready to walk out. I'm like, I can't fucking handle the movie if it's gonna be this the whole movie. I can't.
It was so early too.
I know. I'm like, I can't fucking do it. I'm gonna be Aubrey at fucking Halloween 2018. I'm gonna have a fucking panic attack.
All he needs is alien abductions to look like Scarlett Johansson.
Right, in a van.
Oh, so ready for that. I'm so ready to die for that.
That's a little different.
Yeah, I'm doomed.
Yeah, that seems fucking.
That's so bad.
Just wanted to interrupt.
He's gonna go in this goop now. All right.
Yep.
That was horrifying, and it almost made me leave the movie. So.
Dude, I wasn't ready for it. I was so glad it was children because I was like, man, I don't want it to be these things because they were creepy as fuck.
Is that a callback from another alien? Like I remember an owl face alien from something, and I can't remember what it was.
That's been a thing in abduction lore, going back days, and in years where people either have mistaken owls for aliens back in the day with some of the reports, or they see owls as kind of like a harbinger of being abducted by aliens.
Oh, nice.
And it's supposed to be your brain can't conceptualize what you're seeing, so it just gives it whatever it can, and you see an owl or you see an animal that shouldn't be there. It's just your brain trying to process what it's seeing.
Because there were a bunch of callbacks, and I was like, okay, so this isn't a Doctor Who callback, but I feel like it was from some kind of movie that I've seen before.
So I'll just see
probably
I'll just see boob-headed
communion.
Monsters. That's what will happen for me to protect myself, is be boob-headed monsters, and I'll be like, oh, this is fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
We are the tit for heads of Gorgland 7. Welcome to Earth.
Come
Embrace me.
Embrace me as your what? As your brother.
This is how we hug on
This
Earth.
is how we greet.
Come to us, for I'm the leader of Earth.
No, I am the leader of this planet called Urath.
That thing, as dumb as it looks, terrifies the fuck out of me. Cause like I was able to like have enough suspension of disbelief that like if I saw that fucking thing coming at me that fucking fast, I'll shit a brick. Cause it's just a wind balloon, bro. Like seriously though, it's just a fucking balloon, realistically. But I don't know what it was about it. It didn't take me out of the movie. I was literally terrified of it, and then to see what it does, like once it finally started getting all those fucking idiot people and shit, and you saw. Like if you're claustrophobic, fuck you in this movie.
Yeah, and you got the amazing sound mix in this movie, but it'll fly by and you hear everyone inside of it screaming as they die.
That was
I watched like the basic standard movie shit, and the sound design was fucking out of this world. So I was like, I gotta watch it again in RPX at least.
I did turn, and I was like, what the fuck?
I was alone in the theater, dude. I'm hearing people talking. I'm like, man, who the fuck is in here? Nobody. Just me.
Nobody.
Just my dumb ass. So like, did the giant falafel take you guys out of it? Was it, or like the crate monster did it take you out, or you were all the way in?
I was all in. It looked like an angel from Evangelion after it.
There is a monster in Doctor Who that is like this. Like
so. I was all in. I mean, and we got the other amazing anime reference of the Akira bike slide later on.
Yes,
I jumped out of my seat cheering at that point, and I had to sit down because I was cringy and no one else cared. But
no, I was like, when she did it, I felt every piece of it. I was like, yes,
yeah,
fuck yes.
What? Oh, there it is. I see that.
When the fucking second form though, I was like, all right, we're cooking with gas now. Goddamn, I was like, now we're full kaiju Mothra-esque balloon joint. I was like, yes, this is fucking terrifying. But like, honestly, okay, I gotta ask, what what scene stuck out to y'all the most, like in this entire movie? Like what actually like kind of gripped you and made you like the most like this is low key scary as fuck?
I want to say it's the people getting swallowed up inside of the creature.
The actual inside view. Yeah.
Because at that point, I thought, up until that point, I thought this was a movie about flying saucers.
Right.
Because you see it in the clouds, you see it like zip around silently. I'm like, oh, okay. It's eventually an alien's going to come out of this. And then when I saw that, oh no, it's the actual creature. Like this whole time I'm thinking it's Close Encounters, and it's actually Jaws, flying Jaws,
Jaws, dude,
Jaws. it starts eating the people and starts digesting them. I'm like, oh shit, this is terrifying and amazing all at once. That's when I was fully invested into the movie.
When that Fry's van is playing the song very slow, like you guys know. He's still around. Like if the power, that song's not at full speed right now, which means the power is not all the way back.
Yo,
it's around.
Sign me up for Sunglasses and Night Chopped and Screwed, fam. That shit was delicious. I got my son. Like, please go
stop it.
Like, no. This is the worst song ever now. Like that song was terrifying, bro. This used to be a cool song. This shit gives me chills now, dude. What about you, Joe?
Oh, I mean, you guys we already touched a little bit on it, the aliens in the barn, the people getting sucked up and eaten, especially showing the lady climbing through the guts. And then she like realizes what's going on. Another one that was a little rough. You don't notice it when you're watching it. But for me, it's something I've thought about just sitting down, thinking about the movie, is that his co-star on the Gordy show got fucking mauled by a chimpanzee. And now she's in a wheelchair and her fucking face is all messed up. And he invites her to this thing. And then she goes there and the thing fucking eats her in the most horrific way possible. Like this poor fucking girl, man.
She just can't catch a break, bro. She survived.
She didn't do anything.
Hell.
I mean, I almost want to be like, look, Jordan Peele, I know it's not your thing, but could we get an after credits of maybe her crawling out of the fucking deflated monster at the end and being like, I got the worst luck.
There's a wheelchair on your roof.
Like Jesus. Yeah, they made sure to say her wheelchair was on the fucking roof.
Oh, you got to know they got her. You gotta know. You gotta know that the thing that got her around was worthless to that monster.
She didn't do anything. That poor woman.
She got fucked off. Like for me was the blood raining on top of the fucking house.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck me, dude. Like that was because like you knew they were gone. You heard the wails and the screams and shit, but just for it to like purposely shit on top of the house, like I know you're in here, like that was just the fact that the monster's petty.
Yeah, that's that's a really good thing too, because it kind of takes you back a little bit of how this is gonna end. Because maybe a normal shitty Hollywood movie, OJ and the guy from Fry's or something would find a way to save those people.
Right.
They'll defeat the monster and they all crawl out at the end or something. No, not even a little bit.
Motherfucking people puree all over the goddamn house, fam. Like fuck everything. That fucked me up. And then Sunglasses at Night in slow motion playing. I'm just like, oh, no, someone in here, bro. The sheer terror of that fucking thing. Like I love it when they just show you the capabilities of this thing and the fucking rules, and then like the don't look at his eyes barely works, and it's just like I loved everything about it. But it was so weird how I was so into it, but like at the same time I could see how somebody can completely just shit on this whole thing. It's like it's just a fucking balloon.
Oh god, yeah. This is not a 4-quadrant pleaser on any stretch of the imagination. No.
Because like I can respect both camps. If somebody like shitted on the monster, I'd be like, I see it, I get it. But like I have nightmares of shit like that, of just abstract shit just coming at me and is larger than I am, and I can't do shit about it. That shit's like no one would scoff at it in real life. If you saw that fucking hole coming at your fucking face, no one's gonna be like, whatever. You're dead. You're running for your fucking life, fam. Like it's and then the fact that there's no explanation.
Right.
Because it's not needed. Because shit just sucks sometimes, fam. No pun intended.
Like whatever it happens.
That's a tagline for the movie. Shit just sucks.
It happens.
Sucks you right off the fucking ground,
Well,
fam.
you know,
Sometimes shit happens twice.
He doesn't make easy movies to swallow. You know, I mean, that's just, for lack of a better term. He doesn't make not making. He's not. And I love this about him and his work, and I love that he just makes these huge budget Twilight Zone episodes. But they're not holding your hand through this movie.
No,
like you're and it sucks because I want his movies to be successful because I want more of them. I love all of his work so far, but it's tough because you know that there's somebody at your office right now that's like, oh, what movies did you see this weekend? And you're like, well, I would see Nope. How was it? And I want to tell them it was amazing, but I know like their favorite movie is like Paws of Fury, and you're like, you're not gonna be able to handle this movie. This is not for you. So
yeah, I always gauge people like, yo, so like, what you thought about? Because I had a coworker telling me it sucked, and then like, I thought he was bald, and I saw what kind of hairstyle he had under it, and I was like, well, you don't know what taste and style is, sir. So I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. But because he asked me the next day, so what did you think? I was like, actually, I liked it. Like, I can understand how you don't, but it's just you got to be willing to like have some kind of suspension of disbelief. But it was dude, the acting was so fucking good. Like, I really liked Angel from Fries. Thought he was hilarious. Like his little stupid side story with his little bitch girlfriend that left him and shit. How just hurt he was about it.
CW.
I really liked the only thing. Okay, we'll talk about like our grievances. I only had like one grievance, honestly, and it was the fucking deep voice DP who just chose death for no reason. Like that's the only thing that, because I get it, he did the biggest sin of not looking at, not to look in the eye. He's looking directly at the shit, but like you got your shot, bro.
No,
I think, and we talked about this on our show, Mark, but I think that kind of ties into one of the themes of the movie is that no one is willing to let it go.
Right.
Like everything that happens in this movie is because people just can't stop fucking around with this thing.
That's right.
And everybody lives on the farm. They don't want to just sell the farm and walk away. And then this monster shows up. They want to get pictures of it. And not just any picture. It's got to be the Oprah shot. It can't just be a picture of it. Stephen Yeun. And I think, and now thinking about it, having seen it, we don't really know how long he's been feeding this fucking thing either.
6 months.
Right.
6 months. He's been buying those horses from
OJ. I hadn't even really thought about that, but it's implied that he's been buying horses from OJ for a while. And we clearly see what he's doing with them is feeding this fucking thing. He can't leave it alone. Like nobody knew about this monster existing until people started coming around to fuck around and find out. And just nobody can leave it alone. The guy got the fucking shot. It's not good enough. He's got to go up the mountain and get the golden hour shot. It's never enough for the TMZ guy. It's never enough for anybody to just be like, hey, here we saw it. We got a picture. Like they can't leave it alone. It's everybody just cannot leave this fucking thing alone.
Who the fuck was TMC guy? Like, what the fuck was that about?
I thought it was Nicolas Cage at first. The way that he was talking, like his voice pattern. I'm like, that's Nicolas Cage. It's got to be Nicolas Cage.
He's low key like a C-level like Marvel villain. The way that he showed up, like the whole helmet with the one view thing, like he was a whole thing, and like. I that's how I see TMZ, because it's like, oh fuck, he's serious business. TMZ don't fuck around. TMZ gets all the information at all times. So like the fact that he just shows up with this crazy ass dolly rig and shit with the fucking reflective, all that shit was bananas to me. But his death was the most satisfying. Right. The most satisfying. It's like, hey, you want to see what happens to a guy with a completely electrical motorcycle? Awesome death. Where's my camera? Get my camera. You're right. You wouldn't let that shit go, but he got, bro. I'm so glad he died, and I'm so glad we got to hear him screaming that fucking helmet the whole way around. Like that monster is fucked up. The fact that it has victim acoustics as it flies around and shit, dude. Because like hearing the horses getting fucked up and like flying around, like all that shit is bananas to me, dude. But like I want to watch it again. Just to get more out of it, but like, ironically enough, the Gordy's scenes is like the scarier shit to me. That was like the most fucked up stuff for me, because like I was trying to like figure out where the parallel was until like the whole eye contact blah 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 shit. But I literally was just waiting for that shit to come back up, really concerned, and then for the fact that shout out to a low key jab at Chris Kattan. Also,
Like,
was
but
he?
you
He
can
was
see
shitting
it,
on.
though.
He was shitting on him though.
You could kind of see it though when he was describing the SNL sketch. You can
Yeah.
like,
Oh, because
yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure
was
I
like,
can see that.
I'm pretty sure
I feel like he was shitting on
it
Chris
before.
Kattan at the same time too, though, because like he's like the least liked member of SNL. On top of that, and for him to be like he puts on a clinic, he's a genius. I'm just like he's shitting on Chris Kattan horrifically.
Why did they like? Why did they hold on to him for 4 fucking seasons if he was the least liked? That made no sense.
He was Monkey Boy and
Maybe it was
Mango.
Pete.
Yeah, he was Mango. It made it like into the Roxbury. They gave him a whole fucking movie. They gave him 2 movies.
Oh, they did give him Corky Romano.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot that movie existed.
Yeah.
They had to be shitting
I
on
think
him.
I don't think it was a dig. I think it was an action. It was just a deep. No, it was just something he saw on YouTube, and it's like this is better than what really happened.
Yo, I really liked how they like he named the whole cast all time accurate too, and I'm just like, and I can see it. I can see the fucking skit, and I'm just like,
Right, exactly.
Also, poor taste, Lauren Michaels. To
I don't.
the lady
like
has no face, and
Hey,
you're like, nope, do it. I think it's funny.
massive head wound. Harry wasn't like, come on, that's
Oh, I forgot.
a thing that
about
happened on SNL. So I assume like, yeah, this totally tracks. That
mhm.
Lauren Michaels would make a fucking bit about something that was terrible that happened in
I
the
forgot.
70s or 80s,
I
and,
forgot about Massive Head Wound.
and just like, you know what, man, fuck it, let it ride.
Wow. Who was that? Who was it? Who was the?
Dana Carvey.
Yep, that's a deep cut. We're here now.
I've been watching a lot of SNL clips on YouTube lately, so it's like
One of
I'm
my
trying to,
favorite. One of my favorite SNL clips was when it was The Rock and it was a villain convention, and everyone had to come up with the most evil invention, and like everyone was doing like the freeze ray, the shrink ray, and The Rock just came up. He's like, "It's a child molesting robot," and everyone
Jesus.
everyone gasped. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were trying to come up with the most evil."
thought we were
fucking
doing
invention."
evil things. What?
It was- oh God. On that note, no, but
Moving
no.
on.
Well, I guess we gotta just go through our Joe Grizzlies because unless there's anything else you guys want to bring up that like kind of stuck out to you the most about the movie.
I being a big Steven Spielberg fan was really interested to see Jordan Peele's Spielberg type of movie, his big open landscape
Mhm.
alien abduction movie that turns into Jaws.
Right?
I kind of wanted a 4-quadrant, ending in a way, but I'm glad it ended the way it did. I definitely think it's worth reviewing a couple of times. Like I can't wait to have it on Blu-ray.
We should talk about the ending. I think the ending was fucking dope as far as having the giant balloon be like the final weapon to take it out was dope. But the whole sequence between everyone kind of suiting up and like just trying to corral that thing, the whole eye contact thing that because I didn't want OJ to go.
Mm.
I didn't want OJ to go. Like I love Emerald, but I didn't want OJ to go.
I don't think his streak would have held on. Like Jordan Peele doesn't kill black folks in this movie, so I'm like, I don't have to worry about these guys.
It's a toss up though. So I was just because he made it in the other movie, so
There's a
toss up
theory
for this one.
There's a theory that he didn't survive the end of this movie.
How so? They showed him. She saw him.
Yeah, she saw him, but he didn't like ride over on a horse and be like,
Oh, just like
Oh,
Keith David showed up
like,
in that one scene that he wasn't there either.
Yeah.
no, that was a flashback scene, wasn't it?
But I thought he was like, you hear that horse? Like, you hear the way? Like, I thought it was an interaction of the now and the later. He was dreaming.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
maybe I have to watch it again.
Because it was like a dope
But,
hero shot.
Yeah, I mean,
Because,
I mean, it makes sense, but
this could
he's
be-
right. We never see him like come
Get
up
off
and
the
take
horse.
a foul or like
it wasn't
ride
like
up.
because like that would be like the second Shane reference then.
right.
Because like the dad catching the nickel to the face and like kind of riding seemed like he's okay, but it's like nope, I'm dead. I'm dead as fuck.
Yep.
I'm dead as the fuck. My hat, here go my hat. I'm dead. I'm dead. But I'm saying he lived. Fuck all y'all.
Yeah,
I-
seriously, Mark.
I was
Hey,
saying
I
he
said it
was
was
so
weird.
Mark said stuff, and I was like,
The music was too. The music
There
was
was-
too good. The music was too goddamn good. I needed that. I needed to see him. It was like so bad.
No, like, and he like she pulls. And we're only looking at her, and I'm like, huh, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And he's like on the horse with the sign that's like beyond yonder or whatever, whatever the Galway sign is.
Beyond yonder,
or whatever the exit sign is, and he's there just kind of like on the horse, like the
great beyonder.
So
kind of like he's kind of like she's Luke looking off to the side and indoor, and that's
he's the Force
Ghost saying, "Good job, you got the picture."
Because he when he almost died, when the thing was chasing him, it looked like he died. Like there was a chance that it looked like the thing got him. So yes, I was glad to see him alive, but there's a theory. I'm not saying if this is
it's a good theory
or not, but it's a theory that he didn't.
I won't accept it.
It's a good theory.
Great theory. No, great theory. Excellent theory, and it's probably true, but I don't want it.
It's a film theory.
I like to think the movie makes it a point to talk about the first motion picture is a black man on a horse.
Right.
So the last image of this movie is going to be a black man on a horse. It just straight line
this
all.
Is why we got Mark around. He thinks of these things. Nice. I'm like, where's the hot chicks in this movie?
It's Keke Palmer. She just in this movie covered up. I love when she was hitting on chicks though.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was fucking great. Like
I love at the end they just get the one picture, and it's a shitty picture from that thing at the park, and all those people died. All that shit went down. All the house ruined. The horses killed. Everything was to get one picture from that well that maybe isn't even that good a picture.
It's something.
Yeah.
It was also disputable as fuck.
Right. I mean, they showed earlier in the movie the praying mantis falls down in front of the camera, and it looks like a big monster, depending on your perspective.
Right.
So the at the end of the day, was it even worth it? That's what the guy from Fry's was asking. Is this worth it? Are we making a difference? Does it even matter? At the end of the day, probably not. It probably wasn't.
But all I know is that motherfucker blew up and died. I was like,
yeah, that was satisfying.
Like that was satisfying as fuck because like he tried to eat that big piece of shit and it just went. And I was still scared. I thought that motherfucker was gonna do a third form. I was like, please don't. No. Please don't play One Wing Angel and shit. We gotta fucking deal with this.
Why do I feel dumb that I realized just now that it's an actual weather balloon that was the alien?
Yeah.
They've been saying it like every time it's an alien, they always call it a weather balloon. Yeah. But this was literally a weather balloon that was the alien.
Fucking shit up. Yeah, dude. It's dope because I'm watching. I'm like, that's funny, but I'm like, also, I'm so scared. Like, I didn't have time to think it was cute because
I didn't think it was cute until I'm sitting here like, wait, because you guys were talking about the picture, and I was like, they probably thought it was a weather balloon. I was like, a cloud. That's a balloon. Weather balloon. Fuck.
But that thing's mouth though. That shit was mesmerizing. I was all the way.
Cloaca and shit.
Yeah, I mean, usually you're looking, usually you're just looking for a girl with a mesmerizing mouth, but
yeah. What's that mouth do up there?
But the fact that it was a perfect square was just like irking the fuck out of me, dude. I was just like, why is it 1920 by 1080 fucking just.
Why are you like this? Be rounded.
What are you explaining me through colors? I love that shit. But no, let's just go down the line and figure out who our jokers was for this entire fucking film. Let's start with Joey DiCarlo of So Wizard Podcast.
Oh, TMZ Daft Punk guy. No, it was not. It's got to be OJ. Come on, guys. OJ is the man in this fucking movie. I was terrified for him towards the end, riding around, but he's a badass.
He's absolute badass. Like when this shit is definitely I'm gonna die, but I refuse.
Right.
Refuse. OJ
Much
lives.
Like somebody yelled out in our screening, you know what? Fuck that cloud. Fuck that cloud. I guess that ties back into what that mouth do, I guess. But he's my pick. OJ is the pick.
Excellent pick.
Or maybe the actress that almost got kicked in the face by the horse right away.
Oh man, she was almost. I was waiting on it. I really thought somebody about to get this shit rearranged, fam. But luckily, it was
don't stand behind it. Don't stand behind it. I'm like, You people have not seen like any of the other actors who fucked around with horses and shit. Don't stand behind it.
No,
You end up like Christopher Reeves.
Don't fuck around with this shit. You know, I'm just saying.
I love how they get that real shitty ass little cutout horse after. Like, you know what? Fuck horses.
Well, digital in. Fuck it.
Digital's whole shit.
Digital fucking horse.
That's
what we did with Keanu. Fuck it. Moving on.
Marquis Marcellus Reagans. So was a podcaster. Who is your Joe Grizzly?
All right, so I had a few that I had to push off to the side. The first one, my first pick was the praying mantis. That was just blocking the camera.
He was in on it.
What the fuck are you doing? Move.
He was in on it.
What's going on over here, bro?
He was trying to help. You know, he's trying to make these guys.
Don't look at it. Look at me.
That was definitely on my theory of like, oh, now he's controlling the animals.
Oh, that'd have been dickish.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking. And then I was gonna pick the Fry assistant worker. That was Angel's co-worker. That I
girl
was
with the hot Cheetos, bro.
I thought it was Tifflebot for a second. I'm like, Tifflebot's in this movie.
What happened to OJ?
She's been like, this is fucking stupid. I'm like, oh, that's Tiff.
But I gotta give the Grizzly
is this horny now? Are you doing a horny?
Is this a sex
always
thing?
Is this a sex thing?
Is this a sex thing?
It always is.
Oh my god.
Tifflebot, we love you.
Yes.
We love you, Tiff. So yeah, my Joe Grizzly goes to the cinematographer host because he was, he got the shot. Everything was fine, but it wasn't magic hour. If you're a cinematographer and it's magic hour, that's like it's like a trap. It's like a cheese trap to a rat. So he had to go out there and get the shot. He even gave his life for the ultimate shot. Hopefully the footage will survive in Nope 2, but
Nope 2.
He's
Nope.
he's still my guy. He's still my guy. So
I love how you get to see the POV death of his feet kicking up as he fucking died. I was like, way to go, bro.
Yep.
Great shot, you idiot. Running Savage.
See. I'm gonna give it to the chimp. Sometimes it's just tired of people fucking around. And the chimp gets it.
I gotta give it to Emerald, man. I got to. She because like a part of me was like, I think OJ's dead. I gotta clean the Emerald for dear life. But I do like what do you call it? Hobby weed, and her reaction was like, oh yeah. That's it. It's hilarious to me, man. Like I like her a lot. Kiki Palmer killed on this one, man. I'm a huge fan of her now. Like I need to see her in more shit because she's not in enough stuff. Clearly. So put her in more fucking movies, please. Like Daniel's doing fine.
Yeah.
More Kiki, please. All right, guys. So I think it's gonna be. Well, I don't know. We're gonna see what Randy's thinking, but it's final verdict time, guys. Knee pads or slippers. Everybody knows what it means. This is the Patreon episode. I give a fuck. So we're gonna start once again with we'll start with Marquis Marcellus Reagans. Knee pads or slippers, sir?
I'm giving this 2 knee pads because of the look of the movie is just amazing. The blending of the genres is amazing, and a fucking Akira motorcycle slide. Like I almost jumped out of my fucking seat when that happened. So I'm like, that's it. This gets 2 knee pads.
I was like, do the movie already. I was like, is this a yes? Is this a hard yes? You're doing it? Because you need to fucking do it, bro. Yeah. All right, Joey DeCarlo. I'm sorry, that Akira slide was the shit. That's how you in the movie, goddamn.
Yes, it was. I'm also 2 knee pads. This movie's phenomenal. It's my favorite Jordan Peele movie, bar none. I don't care. I like it better than Get Out.
Wow.
I think it's great. I mean, as much as that's like kind of.
But there's no white guilt involved, so I get it. That's fair.
Right.
That's totally fair.
You know?
Totally fair.
Mm-hmm.
Completely fair.
Right.
Not even mad at you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You can just walk with your head held high, like it was a good movie.
Well, that's right. Yeah. But I like it better than Get Out.
Fair enough.
I like it better than Us.
Fair enough.
It mostly just because it's just stuck with me for days afterwards. Like I'm still sitting here almost a week later thinking about like different things in the movie, thinking about different theories about the movie. You know, and Us was kind of that way, but it was more, this doesn't make a fucking lick of sense. So I'm trying to like figure out like, okay, well, what if this happened and then this happened? Well, is my tether always following me?
Right. It's overthinking what the mirror shit's gonna look like. Yeah.
So as much as I loved Us, and I did, the extra thinking about it was more about myself trying to make the movie better because the plot didn't quite make sense. Whereas with Nope, I'm sitting here thinking about things like, was this the theme of the movie? Was this what this meant? What did that shoe meant? Why didn't they do this? And it just, I keep coming back to different scenes in my head and stuff. And Get Out is a masterpiece. We've talked about this, all joking aside. We've talked about Get Out as a masterpiece, but it's a straightforward movie. It's a pretty easy movie to follow from point A to point B. Whereas with this one, I'm still sitting here like just going over stuff in my head, and it's just a great fucking movie. It's well acted, well shot, great sound, fantastic script. I mean, it's his best work. I want more of it. I don't think the general public does, but I want more of it.
Well, luckily they had a really good opening weekend, so that's all I can ask for. So thankfully that happened. So we will get something else. Thank God.
As long as they're gonna let him keep making these type of movies, let's go wild, man. Go nuts.
All three are different.
I just want to see what's next. I just want to see what's next. Just show me what is next. Like, I don't even care what it is. The dumbest concept in the world, I trust him. As long as it says his name over the thing, I'm there day one. So
no, hands down. I do like how all three are like completely different fucking movies. There's no like running theme or anything necessarily, which I like as far as like, oh, this is his signature. It's just some wild shit. Deal with it. Runaway Savage, what about you? Knee pads or slippers, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this 2 knee pads. What I liked about Get Out was that the more you watch it, the more you understand and learn and see things, the Easter eggs and all that shit come out. And then with Us, that's what I was trying to find while I was watching the movie. And then my brain went into that hyper mode that it does, and it ruined the movie for me. So I was like, I don't know, like, oh, so this means this and that means that. Other than this, and I was like, oh, well, now I'm bored with this, and I don't want to be here anymore. So as I got into Nope, I was trying not to be that guy where it's like, okay, I'm not gonna figure out like what does horses have to do with aliens, and I was like, nothing. We're just gonna sit here and watch this movie and not worry about that. And I got through it, and I was like, oh, there was still a lot of what the fuck is going on, and like I was immersed in the film. I wasn't thinking about, well, how can this work? What if this happened? Da, 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 da. So I got to the point where I was like, oh, okay. Oh, shit. It's bigger. And I was like, okay. And I got to the end of the movie, and I was relieved and excited and like, oh, everyone made it out. Okay, cool. And they got the picture, and they're going to be famous, and everything's going to be all right. And I was like, oh, and I was waiting for like the mothership to show up at the end. Like, oh, here's everyone else.
Man, could you imagine the bigger fucking balloon?
It runs in packs. I'm like, oh, fuck.
That'd be the worst. That'd be fucking worse. I'm definitely gonna give this 2 knee pads for the fact alone that if I see a deflating hot air balloon, I'm gonna unload a gun on it. I'm fucking ruined, bro. Like, those little parachute things for kids and shit, and I'm pulling a gun on that motherfucker, bro. Like, no, like the fact that worked for me conceptually is like bananas to me. Like, I feel like on a bad day, I would be like, fuck you and this goofy looking shit. The Cloverfield monster got more shit than this thing out of all of us in here.
Yep.
Just think about this shit. People shit on the Cloverfield monster. We're like, man, we love this fucking balloon. Bananas to me, dude. Like, but
Cloverfield. Cloverfield is not a hair on this movie's asshole, though. I think that's
facts. Oh, facts all day. But like, yeah, everything, the acting, the way the movie shot, like sound design, all the shit. Like, I loved it. The fact that it had a stage 2 was like, I was like, oh fuck, this is dope.
I was like, of course it does. Of course you have like an extra part of you that's terrifying.
Always. And the fact that it was even more confusing. Like, the second form didn't explain it too much or pull a happening because like
it didn't turn into a guy where they could karate fight or something.
Another woman that can kickbox.
The party would have been hype a little bit. Like another guy on a horse.
Yeah, another guy on a horse.
They just joust.
They joust each other.
That's the fucking.
We must battle video games now. Bring us your best player.
If I would have put in Last Starfighter at the end,
Yep.
I would love it. I would love it. But no, this is definitely a Toonie Pet affair. It's insane. I really like. There's a lot to get from this. There's a lot to revisit and kind of like fuck with and try to understand, because there's two different like A and B sides to this fucking movie that you're just like really fascinated by. And whew, man, the fact that it's just that poor lady in that wheelchair, man.
Justice for Mary Jo.
She didn't have that shit coming. But then, like, I just want to see Spider-Man arrest TMZ guy once. Just once. I just want to see one little side mission where Spider-Man got to stop TMZ guy in the fucking video games, bro. Like,
maybe that'll be our sequel, Nopes, where OJ, Kiki Palmer, and maybe some relatives of Mary Jo go to the Nope planet for revenge. No?
Apparently the Flash stopped him, so it's fine.
Oh.
I'm done. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. I appreciate you guys hopping on. Thank you so much for accepting my apology for not showing
Oh,
up.
we love you. Come on.
Guys, please plug the show away. Like,
I mean, it's only the second time you stood us up in the last year, so I mean,
wait, I did it.
That's not true.
Yeah, you were supposed to come. Well, you were supposed to review Scream 2022 with us, and you didn't do that either. So.
Oh my god.
Joey doesn't forget.
To be fair, that was Scream.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair. Like, it was hard to get excited for that one, I think.
Mark, plug away. I'll give you the plug.
My
Mark.
jam. Should call me.
So everybody can check us out on SoulWizardPodcast.com. That's the main website. We have our Facebook page there, or links to our Facebook page, our Twitter page, Instagram. We have a Patreon. You can support us and get bonus episodes. We have a YouTube page that has videos that goes up constantly. We have an awesome store that has great merchandise that you can buy and support. And a new episode every week for the past 7+ fucking years.
Yeah, that's what I told Mark. That's the metaphor. I'm Gordy, and he's hiding under the table, and I'm coming towards him. I got the schedule for 2023 in my hand, and he's just like, oh god, no.
I'm just waiting to get sucked up in my wheelchair. Just like
that other guy
take me.
That other guy that ran out was Tom. He wanted us to skip a week, and then I had to fucking kill him. So.
Tom was the plastic horse. I couldn't help it. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. This has been a freebie Patreon pour up. You some bitches. Enjoy this. Indulge yourselves, you motherfuckers. We will catch y'all. We'll come back because we were supposed to do the boys, so we're doing the boys. Woo!
Boys.
Old lady getting fucked on the bed by Captain America. Enjoy that.
Most uncomfortable hand job in weeks. Yeah.
Man, man, that's love right there, fam. I'd pass on that. On that note, guys, we'll see y'all next time.